Today on Nathan and Landon Do Business, we write a letter to the Sharpie Corporation about the impending cyclopolis.
That's a great term.
First try. I got it.
One take, Jake.
That's me. One take, Jake. Landon. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Nathan and Landon Do Business. This is a business podcast featuring me, Landon, and with me, as always, is the one and only private investigator, Nathan.
Yep. Just investigating privates all day long.
So, do you have a magnifying glass?
Some people require it.
Yes, for the close inspection.
That could also be someone who works like for the JAG and they're investigating privates in the army for their misbehavior.
Interesting. That's right. You can examine privates or privates.
Yeah. Sometimes the privates of privates.
It's really it's privates all the way down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're credentialed. That I hope at least that puts people at ease when you're inspecting their privates and you show your badge or whatever that is. Probably you get a lot of sighs of relief, whatnot, knowing that you're certified.
Yeah. When I forget, it gets really awkward really fast.
I can imagine that could spiral out of control pretty quickly.
Excuse me, sir. I need to check something.
I need to go in for a closer look. Yeah, well, you're doing a bold and brash and brassy public service. But we're not here to talk about privates. Well, I mean, of course we are, because that's your livelihood. We're going to talk about it a little bit. But this is a business podcast. We're here to talk about business today. And also, welcome to the 8 new subscribers that we got last week. There's now officially over 20 of you. So great
All
job.
right.
We're doing it.
Welcome.
Yeah. Drop a comment in the video below telling us how much do you dislike the way we talk and look. Or both.
Both is fine.
Yeah. It's going to be great. You're going to love this because you guys, this week we're talking about Sharpies, particularly the impending cyclopolis. I was just bragging about how I got that word right on the first take. One take, Jake. No, I can do it one time. That's it.
Yeah.
Cyclopolis.
It's one take only, Jake. So
all subsequent takes are bad after the first take.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Nathan, we uncovered something really truly horrifying in that Sharpies are very sharp and they're poking people's eyes out. And these Cyclopses, they're mad. They're not taking it anymore.
No, they're going to show the Sharpie Corporation through hurtful films.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no stopping these hurtful films. It's going to be a Cyclops-driven film festival, and really Sharpie's only option is to sponsor it, take control of the narrative, and sponsor that film festival. So Nathan, I have an impossible choice for you. So, with the help of our AI best friend Derek, I've drafted a letter to the Sharpie Corporation, pitching them to sponsor our Cyclops Film Festival. And I've done it in several tones of voice, like I did last time. So I have the central letter framework, and it's written as if it's from different types of people. So let me show you what you're in for here, and we can make a choice. This is going to be a choose your own adventure letter writing session. So here's option one. This assumes that we are old-timey prospectors.
Sure. I do love a good prospector.
Yeah. I want to make sure that it's clear in the letter that one of us is writing, another one is doing an unhinged prospector dance in the background.
That's the hype man.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the theme. There's always a hype man.
Yeah.
So I feel like there's a lot of fertile terrain here. Lots of good slang and jargon, old outdated phrases.
Does he ever use the term, cinnamon and gravy?
Yeah. A lot of consonants,
Yeah.
lots of dagnabbits.
Does it refer to anything as being a dadgum version of that thing?
Several times. It's almost upsetting. Also, I think we found the common denominator between pirates and prospectors. There's lots of loose gold just kind of laying about.
Yeah. Golden coins just strewn about your hovel.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So this is option one. Option two assumes we're 1920s jazz enthusiasts.
Your hep cats.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. We call each other Daddy-O.
Yeah.
Um,
You apparently are writing on the stationery upside down.
we want to make sure that whoever's taking the picture can see the letter we're writing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I,
Uh,
I do like the big sign in the background that says jazz.
yes. That is great. And that is the biggest saxophone I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah, instead of loose gold laner, it's loose saxophones.
Loose instruments.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got a gold record though, so that's pretty
Yeah.
pretty hype.
Oh, yeah. Very high. Yeah.
Like four of them stacked up, in fact. All the
Yes.
best records are played four high.
That's how you know it's a hot record. You stack them on top of each other and the coolness compounds record after record.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can there
So we
be
got,
a paragraph in the email where they just scat?
I insist upon it. It's like, may we persuade you with some rapid fire scatting?
Skip it about.
I am looking forward to seeing what 4 paragraphs of a written scat looks like as generated by ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I'm kind of I'm kind of leaning towards this one out of the gate, just for all the scat-based writing. But
Yeah.
listen, I got 2 more options for you. So this assumes that we are gritty
Ooh.
noir detectives, and I appear
Yeah.
to be in the background, kind of emerging from a credenza. Um, and
Just
again,
waving those four fingers at me menacingly.
yeah, yeah. And also the fingers, he's like the typewriter appears to be backwards, and his fingers are upsetting.
Yeah. He is struggling with the concept of how typewriters work.
Yeah, he can solve pretty much any mystery except how typewriters work.
Maybe that's the person in the back is yelling. It's like yelling a warning. Like, no, you fool. That's how I lost my finger.
Stop it, and my legs. So just taking you behind the curtain on this one. I tried to make it so every single one of the person in the background was doing a merry jig, and this was the closest I could get on the third try to a private detective merry jig. So you can see the theme here. We got merry jig, merry jig, merry jig. I don't
Got a
know.
tiny broken phone. Is that what's next to the typewriter?
It's his tactical telephone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
the toughest part is like nowadays we have cell phones and whatnot, but back then they used to have to carry phones with the,
It was the only
just
way you
this
can get to.
line dragging behind.
Yeah. Yeah. It's the only way you could solve crimes back then, tiny phones.
Yeah.
So I think there's a good opportunity for some slang here. I don't think it's as rich and fertile as the jazz scenario, but still pretty good. Um,
You can talk about some dames coming in.
yeah. Yeah. And I'm sure they're drunk half the time. So
Yeah.
a lot of dame talk, a lot of booze talk.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. And so here's your last option, Nathan. It's pirates again.
It's the merriest jig of all.
Yeah.
Or possibly just slipping because of all the loose change on the ground.
Yeah. He's upset. It's like, look at this horrible mess. Coins everywhere.
He
And
does seem
this
to be on
guy,
quite a writing jag, though. Look at that face.
he's
Yeah.
excited. Film festival. I mean, and that bird there was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this one, yeah, I was thinking for all of these, the mental walk the recipient's gonna have to go on to understand that, for example, this is a pirate talking about how Sharpie blinded people are making a film festival and you should sponsor it. I think it's pretty intuitive to me. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot
But
of loose candles he has lit around the place for being on a boat in the midst of stormy waters, no less.
yeah, and
Got
look
papers and fire.
the reckless abandon in which he's leaping about the room with lit candles.
This may
Yeah.
be the most dangerous AI generated image yet.
I'm writing a letter to OpenAI. Your, your pirate images are too deadly, sirs and madams. Yeah.
encouraging recklessness amongst pirates.
Recklessness amongst pirates. Yeah. Yeah. And
Is that a
then
TV remote on the in the back under the dancing pirate's foot, like just sitting on the chair back there? Army DVD remote.
Dennis, what have I told you about leaving the remote strewn about? Put it on the couch armrest where it belongs. I think so. um, yeah, so these are our options, Nathan. What do you pick? Will it be prospector? Will it be jazz enthusiast? Will it be private detective? Or will it be pirates again?
I don't want to go back to the pirate well too many times, though I do
Yeah,
love them.
yes. We should save everyone it counts. I'm kind of feeling jazz.
Yeah, because Prospector I love as well, but it's pretty pirate adjacent. So
I was thinking the same thing. They're kind of cousins.
yeah,
What are prospectors but a pirate's cousin?
pirates of the land I call them.
And pirates. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jasmine it is.
Jasmine. All right. So here we go. Just so you know, I've already written up letters for all these. So in case you want to take a gander at another at a certain point, we can always go there. But let me show you what I got for this one. And we can always bitch this thing up a little bit.
Yeah,
Let's see here. Okay, so this is the first draft from AI. Ready for a dramatic read?
absolutely.
Hey there, cool cats of the Sharpie Ensemble. This is Nathan and Landon, your hep guide through the roaring rifts of opportunity, tapping into tapping in to lay down the latest beat on the street. We've been
Could you
scatting through
take that
that.
again in Casey Kasem voice?
Yeah. This is Nathan and Landon, your hip guides through the roaring rifts of opportunity, tapping in to lay down the latest beats on the street. We've been scanning
Perfect.
through the alleys of innovation, and boy, have we stumbled upon a groove that's hotter than a speakeasy at midnight. How's that?
I love a good Casey Kasem.
This is Gazy Gazel.
I'm sure all the
Um,
kids out there love it too.
yes. So I'm going to do this thing really quickly. While we're, I can't wait. So feel free to riff as I'm doing this. But
Skip
I
bop
need,
doobie bibbity ba.
thank you. I need to update this letter. Update this letter. So it includes at least 4 paragraphs of
Or numbered
scatting.
paragraphs, mind you.
Scatting in the middle. Specifically call out a scat break. Scat break. And then write out 4 paragraphs of scatting. Okay, so while ChatGPT is working on this, I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of the letter for our listening audience. Okay, hold on to your fedoras, because here's the skinny. The number of Sharpie spawned cyclopses is jumping like a cat on a hot tin roof, ballooning by a solid 300% across this jazzed up North American joint. That's probably true.
There's no way to disprove it.
Yeah, exactly. The burden of proof is on them.
Yeah.
But Daddy-O, that's just the prelude. Our charts are crooning a tune of 500% crescendo in the coming acts. It's not just a wave, it's a tsunami of one-eyed jivers ready to cut a rug. I think that's pretty great.
Yeah.
Picture this. A gathering of these singular-eyed swingers, their stories unfolding in flickers and flashes on a silver screen. A film festival at the bee's knees of cultural fests. It's not just any hop. It's the kind of bash that puts Sharpie on the map, not just as a bystander, but as the main act, the band leader of this swinging soiree.
I have noticed that ChatGPT has a real fondness for alliteration.
It
And I'm
does.
not sure where it comes from, but I'm on board.
Me too. My one criticism of this letter, while perfect, I don't think it does a good job of setting up that these not only are these cyclopses increasing in numbers, but they are planning a film festival.
Yeah.
It kind of jumps from one to the other.
Yeah.
So we might want to tune that up a little bit. Actually, let me check in on ChatGPT really quickly. I'm just gonna go ahead and just drop this in here really quickly, Nathan. Um, so here's what ChatGPT came up with.
Scat break.
Oh goodness, that's great.
Could you
Uh,
pick a line or two and give us a dramatic reading of that as well?
yeah, absolutely. Bop, doop, bop, bop, zee, zah, zah, ee-ow, ee-ow, skidly, bop, bow.
I
That's all I
prefer
got.
more dramatic. Flip flop, flim flam flume. Skeedle deedle dee, whoop, there it is. Boom.
Do 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 a wop bam boo bop. Bebop a lula, she's my baby. Oh, wonderful.
I'm glad it ended with flip flop fleeby because that is my favorite of the scats.
It's very good. I'm going to go ahead and just indent that for emphasis.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. I'm going to ask you to do one more thing. Create a new paragraph that describes why Cyclopses are planning a film festival. Let's see what it comes back with. And we'll continue on our dramatic read here. Okay. Here's the pitch. Straight from the bandstand. Throw your hat in the ring and sponsor these Cyclopean film festivals. It's your ticket to the big time. A chance to strut your stuff in the spotlight and show the world that Sharpie knows how to jazz up the joint. But let's not play it too cool. These Cyclopses, united in their groove, hold sway like the kings and queens of the Harlem Night. Overlook this beat, and you might just find yourselves playing to an empty house, outpaced by the rhythm of change.
Ooh,
Not bad, right?
that's the jazziest thread I've ever heard.
Yeah, I'm terrified and moved by that syncopatic beat. So what do you say, hotshots? Are you ready to syncopate with the best of them and take this jive to the next level? Let's not miss a beat. Let the moment's right for Sharpie to grab the mic and lead the band. We're laying down the track, waiting for your cue to hit the stage together. It's time to swing, to make those Sharpie pens dance across the annals of history, like Louis Armstrong's trumpet on a steamy night in New Orleans, or New Orleans, as I like to call it.
Narlands.
Jazzily yours. Nathan and Landon, maestros of the market. P.S. Our love for Sharpie is as deep as our passion for a smooth Gershwin melody. We're all tuned up and ready to collaborate on this symphony of success. Let's make history, one note at a time. I don't know why I included the postscript in there, but I'm kind of glad they did.
Your ragtime rendezvous.
Yeah. Okay. So here's a new paragraph. I make it shorter. Too long, Chat GPT. Okay. So how are we feeling, Nathan?
Slightly disappointed that it did not number the paragraphs and give each its own descriptive title.
Well, we can absolutely do that. Um, so let's go ahead and make this change. Okay. All right, Chat GPT, do better. Okay. Include that paragraph in there. Rewrite the entire letter and include a numbered heading for each paragraph.
All the best emails are written with numbered headings.
Yeah, completely. All right. So, oh, this is glorious. This is going to be great. I'm so excited. And I feel like we also need some images for these as well. How do you
For
feel
sure.
about this?
As as that being our latest innovation in the world of email technology, I think we owe it to all of our 8 new listeners to include some images.
Yeah, that's the excellence you've come to expect from innovators, Nathan and email innovators, Nathan and Landon. Just so you know, paragraph number 4 is titled "Scat Break,"
Perfect.
and even though I had them rewrite the entire letter, "Zoop zoop flip flop fleeby" is still the final line in the Scat Break.
Thank goodness.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and conclusion. Jazzily yours. All right, here we go. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it here. All right. This is great. Okay, here we go. Let's have them make an image of this. Any other design notes you want for this paragraph, Nathan?
I do like the imagery of scatting through the alleys of innovation.
Yes. Focus on alleyways.
Did it
All
give us
right.
a new the paragraph about linking these ideas together?
Yes. No, they didn't. Well, there's one in here. Let me see what they said. All right, so we got where are you? Yeah, it's here it is. So the Cyclops is oh, here we go. No, they didn't really do a good job. Yeah.
Yeah,
We should include one though.
it's not seeing that obvious connection between Sharpie
Yeah.
and the film festival of Cyclopses.
All right, let's add this. I'll have to renumber all this, but it's a sacrifice I'm gonna have to make. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna copy this. Thrill as I write an email. Okay, three. Yeah. The Cyclops Film Festival cannot be stopped. How's that?
It's still a pretty hard jump from like the Cyclopses to film festival.
Yeah. Actually, let's put it over here. There we go. That's better. So now we have the festival vision, the
Yeah.
Cyclops Film Fe Film Festival vision. How's that?
Uh, there's something there about Cyclops not being able to see well and us calling it the visions.
I like that. It's a little on the nose, isn't it?
The Cyclops Film Festival monocular vision.
There we go. Let's put it as a parenthetical. There we go. Okay, let's see what the first image looks like. Oh my, Nathan, are you ready for this?
Lay it on me, Hepcat.
Here we are.
Ooh, Daddy-O, look at us.
Look how cool we are. Look at those guys just sitting on the alleys there, on the alleyway embankment. That's looking real good. All right. I'm going to give this one no direction. I just want to see what this one comes with, what Chat GPT turns back on this one about the Cyclops surge.
Yeah.
Make this image. Okay, there we go. All right, let's continue editing this. So we have the Cyclops surge, the
Yeah.
Cyclops Film
We
Festival
also just
monocular.
assume they understand what we mean by Sharpie spawn Cyclopses because that probably is a big feature of their board meetings is discussing the uptick in blindings by Sharpies. So they'll know
Let's
what we
say
mean.
that. Let's say this. Sharpies are very sharp, and they are poking people's eyes out. Daddy-o. There we go.
We all know they're poking people's eyes out. The Sharpie people can't fool us.
They can. Sharpies are very sharp, and they are poking people's eyes out, Daddy-o. There we go. That's all you got to do with to make a jazz, but Daddy-o at the end.
Pretty sure, yeah.
Also, the thing I learned is that hipster and jazz enthusiast, it's a very thin line between the two,
That's true.
or beatnik, as it were. Oh wow! Oh my goodness!
Well,
I'm not sure
hipsters are
what
just a throwback to that. So
I'm not sure how I feel about this one, Nathan. I feel like Chat GPT is kind of missing the mark. Um, let me know what you think.
I mean, they're undeniably Cyclopses.
Yeah. It also it's their whole head.
Yeah.
Let's see. Try again.
They've all got
These
nice little
are
bow ties though. So
with one eye. They look really sharp. Having one of their eyes
they're coming
poked
from
in.
Suspender Fest 2024.
Try again. These are people with one eye having lost one eye to very sharp sharpies. Consider eye patches.
Yeah, we're looking at more eye patch wearers than eldritch horrors. So
Although, isn't that the way it always goes with us, Nathan? We're always a half step away from Eldritch Horror.
that's true.
Hail Dagon.
Hail Dagon.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's continue. So we have it's us. This is very cool. I can't get over how cool we are. Um, then we go into the Cyclops Surge. We do rightly, Nathan. Thank you for calling that out. We need to clarify that Sharpies are sharp and that the numbers are indeed jumping like a cat on a hot tin roof.
Yeah.
Then we have the monocular vision. Picture this, a gathering of singular-eyed swingers. That is pretty good, actually. Singular-eyed swingers.
Yeah.
Their stories unfolding and flickering and flashes on a silver screen. That's pretty good. Oh, wow. This is looking great. This is actually terrifying. This is even scarier than this one. Check this out.
Ah.
It's probably about as good as we're going to get, right? All right.
They're swinging the night away though with
Yeah.
their hypnotic eye patches.
This is very scary. All right. Now we got to do this one, the monocular vision.
If I had to wear an eye patch using some sort of hypnotic device and I have the spinning twirl, that'd be a pretty good use for that space, I think.
Completely. You can hypnotize people and begin to do your bidding
Yeah.
while while you scat the night away. No, I shouldn't say that. That could be gross. Yeah. Sorry. All right. So we're feeling good here. I'm genuinely curious to see how ChatGPT visualizes our scat break. There we go. Oh wow. This actually is very good. So here's a picture of the monocular vision.
Wow.
Very good, right? And
Yeah.
look, we got the logo up there.
Sharpie.
CRV. Yeah, we're gonna rebrand you too. That's your new name. This seemed kind of taunting though. Like if I had just lost an eye to Sharpie and the entire movie's about just like an eye,
Yeah.
it might hurt my feelings a little bit.
Yeah. It's not our job to judge why they're making the films they make, though. So
True. Yeah.
these cyclopses are dancing to the beat of their own drum.
Ode to my lost eye. Old righty. Yeah. Okay. On to the next one. So the Cyclops film, and we didn't really dig too deep into this paragraph, Nathan. Let's pick this one apart. The Cyclops' Film Festival is a bold stride from the shadows, a celebration of the unique stories of resilience and creativity.
And
Well,
I lost.
Yeah, thank you for catching that. Yeah, not a lot of diversity in themes and content at the Sharpie Film Festival. It's not just an event, it's a declaration of diversity and strength. And I lost. Again, I lost. Using cinema to bridge the gap and challenge perceptions. Depth.
Perfect.
Thank you. Through this festival, they aim to showcase the richness of their experiences, fostering understanding and unity by highlighting the power of seeing the world through a singular, yet profoundly, profoundly insightful lens. You know what's missing from this paragraph is the jazz language.
That's true. Not very jazzy, ChatGPT.
Not at all. Okay. Make this paragraph jazzier. Okay, let's see here. All right. Oh, here we go. This is great. Oh my goodness. Well, let me see, let me know if you like this one better. Let's see here. So I'll do a little Okay. Swing into the spotlight. The Cyclops Film Festival is jazzing up the scene with a bebop beat, celebrating tales of resilience, creativity, and yes, the twist of an eye lost to the sharp embrace of fate. This ain't no ordinary shindig. It's a roaring declaration of diversity and strength, eye patches and all, spinning reels to bridge the gaps and flip depth perceptions on their head. This fest is laying down a rhythm of rich experiences, syncopating understanding and unity, all while showcasing the cool cat way of viewing the world through a singular yet wildly insightful peeper. It's more than just lights, camera, action. It's a symphony of stories that dances to the beat of its own drum, proving that even with one eye, you can still see the world in full swing. I kind of like this one better, if I'm being honest. But this one is more consistent with the rest of our tone. What do you think,
Yeah,
Nathan?
maybe we could pull like a line out of that, but
Yeah,
I like the parenthetical I lost comments.
me too. Maybe we just put this one out here at the end right here.
I would also say that they're not losing eyes to the sharp embrace of fate. They're losing it to the unyielding edge of Sharpies. So,
Yes, exactly. I think this is okay. This works now.
yeah,
Perfect. I like these parentheticals a lot.
yeah.
Again, I lost. Oh, wonderful. Okay. This, I need to remake this again. Here we go. So make this image. Maybe this is why tens of twenties of people don't subscribe every week. It's basically you and I recording each other as we play with ChatGPT,
Yeah.
which I think is amusing.
I'm having a good time.
Me too. Yeah. Yeah, if you don't like it, unsubscribe. Drop a comment below and we'll mock you relentlessly for watching this far.
Smash that dislike button.
Smash that dislike button. Say hurtful. Oh my goodness. This is very scary, Nathan. Okay. All of these images are deeply unsettling.
Yeah, each paragraph taken on their own can be kind of disturbing. So,
Look at this. They have no eyes.
yeah, or sometimes glowing eyes.
They can't be stopped. Okay, now comes the part we've all been waiting for, the scat break. All right.
This is a real challenge to the algorithms of ChatGPT here.
I want to see how it visualizes. Oh, it's making it.
All right.
It's not against its terms of service that I'm aware of, but potentially it could be.
There's specific language forbidding Scooby Doo, Bap Bap, Bebop Alula. That's
Yeah.
explicitly unallowed. So,
Yeah. I believe it is. Here we go. Oh wow. This is fine. It's fine. No, that's too earnest. You got to try again. Try again, but reference the images of Nathan and Landon above. Have both of them scat in an unhinged manner. There we go.
you could arguably just drop in the image of us they used in the beginning
Yeah, I asked it to reference it.
with the loose saxophone.
Having a saxophone sword fight.
Yeah.
Oh, it's making it. Here we go. I asked it to reference the one of me and you, which for eagle-eyed viewers is this one. World's biggest sax. Okay, get out of here. Ernest jazz picture. Oh, here we go. This is great. Good news, Nathan. You're black now.
Finally.
We look great. I feel like
Everyone's very enthusiastic about our scouting.
this is what it feels like when you and I have a scat. It's when I have a scat battle. Yeah. Oh, this is wonderful.
Yeah, it's our long-term thing. If we're gonna fight, we fight with jazz. So
We have a jazz dispute. Okay, here we go. So now we're going to make this image. Perfect. All right. I feel like we're doing good here.
Things are going along smoothly, not unlike how a scat man would scat.
Yeah. Do you know, I don't know if you've seen The Shining, but do you know what a scat man's one weakness is?
Axe murder.
Yeah, axe to the chest. Yeah, it's their one and only weakness, getting hit in the chest with an axe.
Actually, you do know I've seen The Shining because we watched it together.
That's true. Yeah, that was a trick question.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure you were the real Nathan. Describe The Shining. Oh, here we go. So here's us doing our jazz pitch. We're looking great there. Well, there's this what there seems to be a lot of beverages on these tables. This guy has some kind of weird horn hand. This is great. Cyclops Film Festivals. Okay. Now I
It does
think
seem
we
like
just
we're leading a Cyclops jazz festival. So,
should we have him update it?
nah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Now we do the urgency of there we go. I'm going to combine 6 and 7 into one.
You tired of renumbering?
Sort of. I just feel like it doesn't have that much content in it. There we go. Perfect. Oh no. Oh God. Okay.
Well, that's because the second paragraph is a repeat of what we did before. That's where we
Oh
added
yeah.
our parentheticals. So,
Perfect. Yeah, we reordered it. Actually, that's very good. Okay, here we go. Perfect. All right, Nathan. The urgency of inclusion. Let's see what this sounds like. Make this image in a jazz film festival setting. Great. And did I tell you that I was able to locate the email address of the Sharpie CMO?
perfect.
This is I can't think of a better way than to start my Monday with this letter in my inbox.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would be very happy.
This is the jazziest email I've ever received.
I think this is going to be a new best practice for me. Whenever I send an email, I'm going to include a scat break in
Yeah.
it.
You just want to make sure they know what you're all about. So,
Yeah, I mean, really, if you wanted to be true to it, if you wanted to do a scat break in the middle of an email, you just mash the keyboard with your hands.
yeah.
That to me would be a true scat break. So here we are once again. You and I are black. I think it needs more Sharpie in it.
Yeah. That's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, needs more Sharpie. It's Cyclopses,
A lot of people wearing sunglasses at night, though.
which is very cool.
They wear their sunglasses at night so they can.
So they can not see their surroundings.
At least they're
Perfect.
protected from sharpies to the eyes.
They learned.
Yeah.
Listen, everyone, this is a Sharpie festival, which means there are sharp Sharpies just laying about. Don't scat too hard, or you might take one to the eye. Skiddly bop boop bop doo bop. Okay, this is fine. Here, here we are. This took a terrifying turn, but I'm okay with it. It wants to go back to that notion that these cyclopses are just eye stalks on necks.
And now we're both black but have eye patches.
Good news. We're Nick Fury.
Yeah.
All
And
right,
the
let's wrap it
sentient
up.
sharpies that we're addressing are on board.
Nodding their eye stalks enthusiastically. Yeah. I wonder if there could be a superhero, not unlike Batman, but it's Scatman.
The weakest superhero of all.
My one weakness, being hit in the chest with an axe. Yeah. Man's just sitting there in his house, pondering, and a scat man comes flying through the window. Aha! I shall become a scat man.
My greatest fear, scat.
All right, this took a turn for the jazzy. So yeah, here we go. This turned out great.
Yeah, ultimately, we don't care that much about the film festival. We just want Sharpie and Jazz to get together. So
We sure did. It's high time. All right, this is great. Um, I know, I always want to change it to Your Brothers in Christ, but I really like Jazzily Yours.
your brothers in Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ. He's here to redeem you. Jesus
So
Christ.
bad.
I know. Okay, wait, hang on. We're not going anywhere. Make an image of a jazz deity named Jesus Christ. Please, Chat GPT. Please. Yes. So while this is happening, Nathan, let's describe the characteristics of Jesus Christ.
I would
So,
say skip up booby bow.
heroin addict. That's the main attribute I can think of.
Yeah.
Also, ski bop, booty bebop. Oh, here we go. Now this looks. this, so I need to read to you what ChatGPT wrote back.
Okay.
This image portrays an abstract and respectful representation of a jazz deity. Jesus Christ. Encapsulating the essence of jazz. It made it very respectful. Let's see. That's jazzes. Wanted to be respectful of someone's belief who
Yeah.
is aware of and worships jazzes.
Yeah. You don't want to piss those people off.
No. Yeah, you'd get so many public radio tote bags hurled at you. Oh my goodness. So that's just that's what that's jazzes. This is our new god.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, hang on. Try again. Make it more jazzy and swinging.
Could it be more
Oh.
jazzy and swinging?
Oh, it's about to be. Get out of here, Jazzes. Jazzes H. Christ. Scootaloo bop. All right, so I think we're ready to send this, Nathan.
What are maestros of the market? That inexplicable bracketed.
Yeah. How about this? Your brothers in Jazzes Christ. How's that? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna copy this. Scootaloo bop boop bop doo 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 doo. Oh, there we go. Okay, pull up this email. I got her in here already.
Do you have a subject line for the email yet?
I did it straight down the middle. I just put Sharpie Film Festival proposal because I want her to open this thing.
Nice.
Okay. I do like that we number every paragraph. Oh, that is very good.
Even preceding the hello.
So I have her name, dear name, first name. Number one, introduction, which I think is how people should write in a business setting.
If you're not, you should start.
Yeah. All right. Okay, I'm gonna send this, okay?
Do it.
Three. I just I just scrolled down and I saw the scab break, and I can't stop laughing about it. And the picture of us in the middle of the scat break.
Sometimes the jazz just overtakes you and you just got to scat. I don't even have time to finish this email. I need to scat so bad.
I have an uncontrollable scat urge. Oh, I shouldn't say that. All right, we sent it.
All
It's
right.
out. Great, Nathan. I'm really proud of the work that we did here today. Oh, before we leave, oh, this is even more abstract. So apparently this this is here's another rendition of Jazz's. Whoops.
Wow.
So, we've invented a new deity. Well done, Nathan. It's not every day we send an email proposal and invent a new deity in the same swoop.
Yeah, we're really working hard out there.
We're fired on all cylinders. So it looks like the email did go through.
Perfect.
So we can expect a response, which is great.
Gonna get that film festival off the ground yet.
Exactly. All right. Well, Nathan, thank you for the help today collaborating with this letter. Um, yeah, I'm having a hard time imagining how we're going to top this one, but I know we're going to do it.
Oh yeah. You won't even imagine things we're bringing to Cyclops' next.
Exactly. It's going to be great. So, thanks to everyone for joining. Apologies for the content you've signed up for. Don't forget to dislike this video and tell us something hurtful in the comments. Be creative, have ChatGPT help you. But until next time, Italy now.
Lay now.
Cheers.